Hello everybody. Oh my goodness, I just made this video, but it wasn't quite, well, it was quite dark when I was making it outside and it was almost a bit too dark. So I decided to make a new one, which is now, obviously. So obviously it's been a long time since I posted a video, and I've constantly had all these amazing ideas come into my mind. Like, I'm just so inspired lately. I want to do videos about everything, and I'm just inundated with ideas, and it's kind of hard to kind of harness all that energy and all those ideas into something succinctly. Yeah. So anyway, here is this video. I basically wanted to say that right now is an amazing time for us to, as a lot of us have all this extra time on our hands. I really feel that it is an amazing opportunity right now for us to take the time to move our attention inwards and connect with ourselves. For most of my life until about age 18, 19, I was completely living through my ego. It was just me and the physical world. There were no feelings, there was no connection to anything, there was no understanding of anything far greater than myself. It was just myself. Obviously, I've been through a lot in my life, and basically, after everything I've been through, I found myself starting my healing journey. So I didn't even know at the time that this is what was happening, but reflecting now, I can reflect and go, yes, that was me starting my journey of healing. So at the time, I remember I was very wanting to be around nature a lot, wanting to be around trees, especially wanting to be around the nature, wanting to be outdoors. And in wanting to be outdoors a lot, I could feel a connection to in being in the nature, I felt a connection. I felt a connection to something, to a beauty, to a love, to something deep within my soul. And this feeling made me feel peaceful. And I felt a sense of love, and I felt a sense that life had a sense of meaning, and it was just a beautiful feeling. And this exists in all of us, and unfortunately many of us are living this through our egos and basically just existing with the physical world, not understanding or recognizing that anything exists outside of this. But having experienced both sides, I can now see that. And I know that there is something far greater that does exist. And you can call this a higher power or a God. I don't really have a name. I sort of say the universe. But I'm saying that now is an amazing time for all of us to connect with that higher power, to ourselves, to feel something within our hearts. Because for me, for all those years until I was 18, 19, there was nothing there, nothing in my heart, nothing. I felt nothing. And in being on this new path, this path of spirituality and healing, there is everything within my heart. There is a peace, there is a love, there is a connection, there is a knowing that there is something greater that exists merely than just what we see in the physical form. And in knowing this, I think this is an amazing remedy against depression and other mental illnesses, because I think if we were to really feel that like what we see in the physical world is all there is, I think that can be a really depressing realization. And in knowing that there is more to life than what we simply see is a beautiful recognition and a beautiful feeling. That is really all I can say. So, and also connecting to the nature and finding that inner stillness. See, I was very disconnected from myself. I didn't know myself at all in any way. There was no connection. There was nothing there. It was just like this emptiness and this disconnection. So for me, it was the nature and finding that inner stillness to actually connect with myself, with me. So if we can spend time in the nature and spend time in silence and just connect to ourselves, which is really quite simple. So I think a lot of us have the time now. Also, before I started my yoga teacher training, the teachers asked us to read a book called The Power of Now by Eckart Tolle. Really famous book, has been around for a long time. I've had the book since about 2008. Very, very powerful book. I think for me, the biggest thing that stood out was the fact that I do this, and I think a lot of us do this. What we do is we almost sabotage our present moment for our so-called better or amazing futures. We think that somehow our futures are going to be far better than what we have right now in front of us. It's almost like our now is not good enough, so we're constantly projecting ourselves into the future for something better. We think it's going to be better, or there's something better out there. And we're not, and in doing this, we're not taking care of our present moment. So we're constantly in the future, and we're sabotaging our present moments. And that's something that I've done a lot, and that's something that I have to work on, and I am working on. Basically that, where I'm always looking to the future for something amazing or great or something better, and I don't take care of the present moment enough, and I'm working on that, and I'm aware of that now. But also lately I've found myself to be a bit anxious because I was thinking so far into the future and about how this is all going to end and what's going to happen, and I realized what I was doing, and then I quickly brought my attention back into the present moment, and I realized that I need to take this, what's happening, I need to take everything day by day, and I can't think too far ahead into the future. I need to not only take things day by day, but moment by moment almost. And because when I do that, I don't get overwhelmed, and I don't feel anxious, and I'm at peace. I'm at peace when I'm in the present moment. I'm at peace. So if we can take the time to try not to think too much about the future and to live in the present moment, we're going to be okay. And there is a beauty and there's a love that exists in this beautiful present moment. I've also been doing a lot of yoga and meditation, being out in the nature a lot, doing tons and tons of walks, finding time for stillness. I've been doing a lot of cooking. I've been making a lot of plant-based or vegan caramel slices, and I bought some organic flour today, and what do you call it? The culture. I bought the culture to go with the bread because I want to start making my own bread. So I bought all that today. I'm going to make my own bread, and then I want to start drying out some herbs. So I picked some herbs from my mum's garden today. I picked thyme, rosemary, I picked some sage and some lavender. So I'm going to dry those out and make some dry herbs out of those. I don't quite know yet what I'm going to use them for, but yeah, just very exciting. I'm just feeling so inspired, and I've started doing rock art. I've started painting canvases. I've started making like nature collages with things from the nature, like leaves and flowers and like fern pieces, and I've put them into books, pressed them for about a week, and then I've stuck them on like my black canvas. So yeah, I'm feeling so inspired. I'm feeling so deeply inspired right now, and I really feel like I want to make a video every day because I just feel like I'm so inspired. But I just haven't, I don't know, I haven't made the time, but I've literally been thinking about it every day, and I guess I've been procrastinating a little bit. But anyway, this is The Power of Now. You can listen to it on Audible or buy the hard copy. Yeah, an amazingly powerful book. Like, obviously, you know, the title says it all, The Power of Now. And I don't know, I think a lot of us haven't even experienced the power of now, because a lot of us are, and me included, myself included, we're constantly thinking about the future, or we're dwelling on the past. We're not taking care of the present moment. And when we move our attention into the present moment, we do feel a sense of peace, and we do feel a sense of connectedness and love, and a sense of just amazingness. I don't know. It's hard to describe unless you've actually felt it for yourself. So, yeah, quite amazing. I won't make this video too long because I feel like, you know, I'm on the highway here. I'm just sitting in my car making this video and I'm conscious of, like, you know, I probably look like a widow if people like walking past and seeing me. But anyway, I'm feeling really inspired. I'm feeling incredibly inspired, and I could talk forever about all these things. But now is like an opportune time for us to connect to ourselves, and to finally feel something in our hearts, because we all have this power in us. We all have this power, and there is something greater than all of us, and we can connect to that. And you know, we are spiritual beings first and foremost, above anything else, first and foremost. And I know if I said this to myself 10 years ago, I would have thought I was absolutely crazy, because I never felt anything. But now that I feel something, I know this to be true in my heart. And when we connect to our hearts, you know, anything's possible, and we can feel this sense of peace and love and joy and blissfulness. And in feeling these feelings in our heart, we don't need to rely on anything external to make us happy, because we already have all these amazing tools within us. Everything resides within us in the here and the now. We don't need anything external. Everything is right here for us. Everything's here. So I'm just going to read a passage out of this book, whatever page I open up. I should have pre-found something amazing to read to you, but I am just like flicking through right now. I'll just say this to you. Every moment of your life is infinitely creative, and the universe is endlessly bountiful. Just put forth a clear enough request, and everything your heart desires must come to you. Love is a shield to take the power out of other people's negativity and not be affected by it. Remember the magnetic fields of feeling surrounding each person. There's a field of love, joy, happiness, gratitude, excitement, passion, and a field for every good feeling. There's also a field of anger, discouragement, frustration, hate, desire for revenge, fear, and a field for every negative feeling. So it's basically saying that we have to be careful about our thoughts, because our thoughts are very powerful and they create a magnetic field around us, and whatever we're thinking and feeling, you know, that's energy rising, and that same energy is going to come back to us. The power is from within, but we cannot receive it unless we give it. When all the people in the world love one another, then the strong will not overpower the weak. The many will not oppress the few. The wealthy will not mock the poor. The honored will not disdain the humble, and the cunning will not deceive the simple. So when I talk about this spirituality and this connectedness, this is literally love. And I know it's really hard for some people to understand what I'm saying, but it's really hard to put into words, and it's a feeling that you must experience for yourself, and it's a feeling that all of us have within us. It's just a matter of making that connection, harnessing that connection. So yeah, I we'll probably end this video here. But yeah, I'm just feeling so inspired lately, and I hope you're all doing okay wherever you are in the world. And I'm sending my love to everybody. I know this is a difficult time, and we mustn't get too far ahead of ourselves, and we must realize that the magic does exist in the present moment. The magic exists in the present moment, and our power exists in the present moment. And if we can keep our thoughts and our minds focused in this present moment, anything is possible. We are infinitely creative. Thank you very much for listening, and I hope you got something out of this video, and I'm sending you all love, and I will make more videos soon. So sending you all love. Thank you so much for listening. So finding time for stillness and connecting to the nature, so important and so powerful. So powerful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you so much. Sending you all love. Namaste.